Eastern Conference rival going into this game. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on D.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. PJ Tucker is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Green, the screen. Durant kicks to Green. Green with a screen for Curry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He is almost as hard to stop inside as he is out. I mean, Curry just finishes. That wiry frame and speed of his, he can still get to the hoop and finish strong.
Now here's Paul. The dish to Harden for 3. Great D that time from Green. So it's the Warriors now. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The screen from Thompson. Iguodala kicks to Durant. That 3 off the mark.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Houston on D. Up top, Curry, defended by Paul. Over Paul. Curry's shot is off.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Takes the 13-footer. Another miss by Harden.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Now here's Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. From 8. Misses off the right iron. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pulls up. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. Thompson's got his first basket of the night.
Look, the defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Harden outside. Lob pass to Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Houston shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
That one is off.
You know, the Warriors, this team has one of the most potent offenses ever. Now, a big part of why that is so is because of their passing, their ball movement, their cutting. Everyone on this team can set someone up for an easy finish.
Good on the second free throw. And with the Warriors, their ball movement, Chris, and cuts are the key to this offense, as you were talking about. You could see it the last few seasons with their astronomical assist numbers as a team.
Yeah, it seems like every basket they make, Kevin, come off an assist. I mean, every guy buys into looking for that extra pass. It's a very smart and flexible offense, and it results in some beautiful basketball.
Paul dishes to Harden. Another miss by Houston.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
Curry passes to Iguodala. There's the screen. It's Durant on the wing. Lets it go with a three. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. And that's now 6 points for Kevin Durant. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Paul kicks to Ariza. Here is Harden. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Paul with the three. Green with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Thompson from long range. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Durant dishes to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of a shoot.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Paul with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Screen by Capella. It's Harden with the drive.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Excellent D here by Iguodala.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Ariza against Iguodala. Ariza passes to Paul. Drills the three-pointer.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Outside, Green. Off the pick. And Green slams it in.
You know what, Kevin? He may not be a super athlete, but the quick first step of Draymond is just a wonderful equalizer.
Harden kicks to Ariza. Feeds it to Capella. They set the pick. Harden has a wide open look. And another three for Houston.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
Kicks it to Durant. And the pass to Curry. Thompson against Harden. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Here's Thompson. Curry dishes to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Durant kicks to Green. Shoots over Capella. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Oh, crafty inside. Draymond does a good job of using his body to create just enough space.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Well, you know, he was the 11th pick in the 2011 draft, and I think it's safe to say that Thompson has outplayed the spot where he was selected.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy at your size who could rip and run, take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that could knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that two guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Curry against Paul. Green, the screen. Paul against Curry. Lets it go from deep. The Rockets pull it in. And here's Ariza. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Capella. Ariza passes to Harden. Tucker dishes to Ariza. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors leading by 5. Iguodala right side. It's Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Harden for 3. Again, the miss by Harden.
His stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Curry kicks to Green. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Another 3 for Golden State.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. As competitive a guy as Draymond Green is, sometimes he can get in his own way. There's no doubt about that. Not entirely his fault, but calls don't seem to fall in his favor a lot because he is so physical, and perhaps, Chris, because of his reputation. We don't even need to go into his natural shooting motion.
Yeah, you mean with the leg? But with Draymond, that just comes with the territory. He presses buttons of refs and opposing players, and sometimes with the fans. Yeah, he'll lose out on calls, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that everybody in the league hates, but will want on their team.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? There's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Nick Young is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Chris Paul. Now, here is Harden. He has 5. Tucker with the ball. Now Green defending. On the wing, Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's a screen. Green passes to Looney. He dishes it to Curry. He kicks it to Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
From deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Gordon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Ariza in the corner. 5 on the clock. They set the screen. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Ariza's got himself on the board with 3 there. Curry kicks it to Looney. Outside for Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And last season, a big one for Curry in the record book department. Continued his march up the all-time 3-made list. This is just incredible. When you also set the record for most threes in a game with 13, it was 12, a record he shared with Kobe and Donyell Marshall.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry. And with Curry hitting 13 threes in a game to set the record, honestly, you just knew it would be a matter of time, C-Webb. He had flirted with that record so many times before.
Yeah, and one reason why he didn't get it is because usually in those games when he makes that many threes, he's sitting in the fourth quarter because his team is blowing another team out. I mean, it happened in the game after Curry went 0 for 10 from the three-point line in a loss. You gotta love Curry's heart. Payback.
Well, one book that is out on Curry is that you can body him and knock him around off the ball. Chris, a lot of teams feel that if you can beat him up as he comes off a screen, he'll be far less productive. What do you think?
Well, whether it's true, not true, fair or unfair, Curry's definitely getting banged around off there. If you watch him off the ball in some games, he gets grabs, push, pull, you name it.
Now Curry, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. And again, no good by Golden State. Durant against Green. Out left to the wing. Green with a screen on Durant. Off the screen. That's good on the jump shot.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Green, the screen. The kick out to Young. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
They set the pick. Harden kicks to Green. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Gordon's got himself on the board with three there.
And Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
Durant against Green. Left side Durant. The kick out to Young. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
Love the aggression that Harden plays with. This guy just goes all out.
Harden hits them both.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Warriors leading by 5. Now Young. They set the pick. Green, the screen. For 3, Durant. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And the former college player of the year, former MVP. Durant, the first freshman to ever earn that distinction, now at the line. Incredible.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Harden. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll return shortly. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets corrected.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson at the 2 with Iguodala playing the 3. Looney out there with West, and it's Livingston in it. Now here's Iguodala. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Here's Paul. Screen by Capella. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Now, here's Thompson. And he gets the bucket.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end. Well, his Splash brother might own the record, but if Curry wasn't in the league, we might talk about Klay Thompson as the best shooter ever. I mean, incredibly high three-point percentage for his career, and one of the prettiest, smoothest, nicest shooting strokes you'll ever see.
One shot.
And with Klay having claim to best shooter, if not for Curry, see Webb, the numbers back it up. Klay has the most threes in a season for anyone not named Curry.
Well, I mean, he definitely passed the eye test as one of the greatest shooters. No wasted motion, lightning fast release. Just watching Klay is amazing with how he is able to shoot the rock.
And the basket by Gordon.
Well, Gordon is crafty. He's great at finding room to shoot off the screen. The D cannot afford to lose him.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Over Gordon. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 9 points for Klay Thompson.
He's developed a nice in-between game. The D gave him way too much cushion.
Screen by Capella. Gordon kicks to Capella. The feed to Paul. Fires for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It could be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the score by Golden State. Gordon a screen. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Paul.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
Outside, Green. Pass to Ariza. Screen by Capella. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Houston. They trail by 9 points. Gordon with it. Picked up by Thompson. Gordon kicks to Paul. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the 3 ball. Paul's got 6.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The shot's good on the assist by West. 12 points for him.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Screen by Capella. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And it's extremely difficult trying to guard Paul in the screen and roll. Fantastic at making the right decision. A lethal passer.
Now here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now here's Paul. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Back to Gordon for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. Livingston up top. And taken away by Paul. Dishes it to Gordon. Screen by Capella. Clock at 6. Paul right side. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And one thing that Steve Kerr has done so well in his coaching tenure is his ability to handle multiple stars on the same team. You look back at the history of this league, and it isn't always smooth sailing.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this much talent on teams, you can get guys clashing. But Kerr has the team playing as a unit, and players are happy to sacrifice their own stats for playing better basketball. He has everyone buying into the culture they've created.
Connects from 3-point range. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
There's the pick. Green dishes to Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Green. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And Chris, I know you've been executive producing and hosting various TV shows. You had a great NBA career, obviously, and it seems like you continue to find success. How's that been for you?
Well, I try to take the same lessons I learned in sports. You know, when I first got to Golden State, the first man I searched out was Chris Mullin and found out all of his habits and stole all of his knowledge, and I tried to take that and move forward, and I try to do the same in other areas. I try to work with the best. I try to learn, work hard, work my way up the rookie ladder and see what happens. And so I've just aligned myself with some really great people, some wonderful thinkers and hard workers, and hopefully it'll continue to have fun like I am doing. So it's been a great ride.
You're always learning, right? You never stop learning.
Man, come on. It's not just about a school or a class or one mentor. It's about everyday learning so that you can kind of learn and put people's knowledge with your unique sense of self and make it work. Why not learn on someone else's dime? Why go through life making mistakes when other people can kind of let you know, wait, I did this, you want to think about that, and kind of just put your own playbook together.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
Oh, you had to close out hard on Iguodala. He's made himself a true threat from beyond the arc.
To the left side wing. Back to Gordon. Screen by Capella. On the wing, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. And that one comes up a bit short. The Warriors leading. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Great open look there. That's 10 points for Chris Paul.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Iguodala, the pass to Looney. Back to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Curry, wide open. Another miss by Curry. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 15-6 run. Paul kicks to Gordon. Screen by Capella. Gordon dishes to Capella. It's stolen by Curry. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 12 in the game. Screen by Capella. Paul passes to Mbah-a-Moute. The offensive rebound. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Capella.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Here's Looney. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson misses. Houston's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Green kicks to Paul. Green with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Shot off the screen, and it's Green missing.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. They set the screen. Iguodala outside. Green, the screen. Top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. The Rockets trail. Paul outside. Pass to Capella. Curry against Paul. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. Iguodala with the steal. 3-on-3. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Paul. Outside, Gordon. Now the dish to Mbah-a-Moute. 6 to shoot. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. Off the screen. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, the Rockets, Chris, aren't known for their defense, but it probably gets a worse rap than it should. They allow a lot of points, but it's mostly due to their pace of play.
And part of that is just a viewpoint from the past few years. I mean, Harden says he's recommitted himself to the defensive end, which has helped set the tone. Defense does just enough to let their offense win games.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Durant comes in for Looney. Young is subbed in for Andre Iguodala.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Gordon kicks to Paul. Durant against Mbah-a-Moute. To the right side. Paul, right side. Shoots over Curry. Paul can't get it to go.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Houston making a switch here. Green's checked in. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry. Feeds it to Green. No good with the triple.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Harden kicks to Green. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Takes the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, and fantastic vision. I mean, Thompson quickly locates the open man.
Now, here's Green. He has 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. And Chris, when you see Harden coming down the lane at you, there is a very short list of players who can instill that much fear. Pretty much him, Westbrook and LeBron. Each have their own style, and Harden's might be the most refined of all of them.
Well, that's why he gets to the line so much. Speed, his handles, his ability to pull back on the 3, his Euro step. When Harden gets going downhill like that, you just don't have an answer.
And the first one drops. Harden hits them both.
Well, James Harden has always acted as the initiating guard in any offense he's been in, but last year he just took it to a new level. Coach D'Antoni, Harden was running the offense. He ended up with double-digit assist numbers for the season.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
They set the pick. Gordon, the pass to Harden. Outside, Green. Screen by Baamute. Baamute, a screen on Thompson. Here's Gordon. Durant with some nice D.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet, close to getting the block, but really it had the same effect.
Outside Curry. Here's Green. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you the lead?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
An amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013. Welcome back to... Warriors leading by 8. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Capella in at the center position. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thompson. And Paul pulls it down. Rockets trail by 8. Kicks it to Capella. Tucker with the ball. Houston moving the ball around. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
Warriors shooting straight 49% from the field. Curry against Paul. Curry attacking. And it comes off the front of the rim. Over in the corner, Paul. Screen by Capella. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Durant with the steal. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside, Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Harden against Thompson. Harden kicks to Paul. Shoots over Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Paul.
Yeah, and it only takes a few shots for Paul to get going. The D has got to be worried.
The pass to Green. Iguodala outside. Right side Durant. Clock at 4. Shoots over Tucker. And another basket for Golden State.
I'm always amazed at how good Durant is at making these tough shots. I mean, that's a difficult shot. A guy in his jersey, and he buries it like it was nothing.
Harden kicks to Capella. He dishes it to Ariza. Out to the right wing with the shot. The shot by Paul, no good. Warriors leading by 11. To the middle, here's Green, and goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Well, you hear the term coach on the floor often, but it's usually reserved for point guards. But Draymond Green deserves that title, too. He's the general for this team when calling out defensive plays and assignments. I mean, Draymond essentially just helps run the team's defense every trip down the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Screen by Capella. Off the screen. Tucker can't get it to go. And with Draymond, a lot of guys can just bark out stuff on defense. But you know what? He studies the opposition. He watches a lot of tape, and really he is so prepared, Chris, going into a game.
Well, you don't get considered to be one of the best defenders in the league without working like Draymond. I mean, he'll break down film on specific players to learn their tendencies. If you miss an assignment, he'll get right in your face about it, regardless of who you are.
Poked away. Iguodala with the steal. Over Harden. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Look, he runs, jumps like a gazelle. Iguodala, a special person and athlete. Well, you know, some people say Andre Iguodala is on the decline as an offensive option, but his impact on the floor is still clear as day. He keeps the ball moving with his great spacing. He keeps that tempo and that pace, and he's still a strong finisher because he only takes high percentage shots that he's comfortable with.
And he makes the first. And with Iguodala, he isn't going to be a double-digit scorer again, it seems, the former All-Star. But you know what, Chris? He is still incredibly valuable, so productive just with his floor presence.
Iguodala is a perfect example, Kevin, of a guy who can change the game without even putting up a lot of stats. The defense that he brings to the table, that isn't slowing down either.
And he makes both free throws.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Paul dishes to Harden. Ariza outside. There's the pick. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Ariza. Looking to end the run. The shot comes out, and Golden State will go the other way with it.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Thompson passes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thompson against Harden. Screen by Capella. Ariza has the open look. The Rockets with another miss.
They are a lousy 1 for 5 for the half. They need to find a way to get it going there.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Tucker. Here's Curry with the 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 20 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time.
Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Capella. The feed to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 12.
Oh, the D can't give Harden room off the screen. When they do, he capitalizes so easily.
Green left side. Golden State moving the ball around. Iguodala with a screen on Ariza. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Paul dishes to Capella. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Paul. And here is Curry. He's got 20. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And Durant gives you such a huge target on alley-oops. I mean, he can go up and grab anything as long as it's in the general direction of the rim.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Ariza kicks to Paul. Shoots over Curry. The shot by Paul, no good. Warriors leading by 23. Now here's Durant. He's got 18. That doesn't go either for Durant.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
Curry against Paul. Here's Tucker. The putback. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Iguodala with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Iguodala no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Paul kicks to Capella. He gets it in there. He's got 10.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. For so often there are some players who have one unstoppable move or something that they'll lean on if their team needs a basket. What did you feel your go-to move was when you were playing?
You know, I've said this many times. I just felt like my go-to move was just get a bucket. And so it depended on where I was on the floor. You know, I love the jump hook from the left block looking in. My 15-foot jumper, 17-foot jumper. I felt that if I came off a pick and roll and I caught the ball live, I could drive or I could shoot the jumper, that if you were a big fella, you were at my mercy. And so, you know, those are really my spots on the floor to really try to do damage. So, you know, it's just about the point guard, the team that you're playing with, where shooters are on the floor in case you get double teamed, and just kind of knowing your game. And so I felt comfortable on many spots on the floor, and depending on what spot on the floor, time and possession, that's where I was going to go and just try to be successful.
I always felt you read well. You reacted well after your read.
Yeah, because, you know, I grew up on teams where coaches, you know, would want me to do the correct play, and just because you can shoot a jump hook, your favorite shot over two people, but if you have a wide open, great knockdown shooter in the corner, you're supposed to make that pass. And so that's what I mean about, you know, what's your favorite move? It really depends on where I was, because a lot of times it was to get my shot first, and then if I knew the defense was coming, it was to identify where that next guy was going to be. So if I didn't score, I was going to get the ball to the guy that was, and it was an easy way to kind of control the pace and play from the game from that post position.
They set the pick. Poke loose, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Green, the screen. Livingston kicks to Curry. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And it's now 23 points for Steph Curry.
He continues to get space and let his outside jumper fly. He's been spectacular this game.
Harden the pass to Gordon. Outside Green. It's stolen by Livingston. Outside Curry. Back to Livingston. Green kicks to Durant. For three. Another three for Golden State.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Wow. Wasted possession, thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
And here's Golden State. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Right side Green. There's a screen to the paint. Here's Livingston. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, I'll tell you, Draymond, a guy his size, the way he can find an open man, he has a touch of magic to his game. Look, if you let Shaun Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Livingston is incredibly lethal from that mid-range spot. He's perfected it, especially, Chris, since he likes to drag the smaller guards down to that range.
Oh, yeah. Livingston knows where his spots are on the floor, and he goes right to them. It's a big reason why his shooting percentage is high for a point guard. He's just a very smart player who knows how to make the most of his game.
Green against Durant. Green, no luck.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Curry kicks to Livingston. Pass to Durant. Green with a screen on Green. Durant, no good.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Right wing. Gordon kicks to Green. Gordon a screen. Back to Green. It's Ariza on the wing. Guarded by Green. For three, Gordon. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got his 6th rebound on the night. Durant dishes to Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got 25 points in the game. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Harden. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Now Durant. He's got 21. Takes a three. And Green with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 6 assists here tonight.
You can tell he's getting a feel for his shot in the second half.
Here's Gordon. Screen by Ba'amute. Gordon kicks to Harden. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke and Ba'amute. That's his first foul.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
I like this. It feels like it's getting a little personal out there. It could make it all the more interesting going down the stretch.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And for Houston, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. West is out there with Young. And it's Looney in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And they pick up 2. Warriors leading by 22. Livingston kicks to Young. Pass to Thompson. Gordon with the defensive effort. Green with the ball. Paul right side. He kicks it to Tucker. Dishes to Mba'amute. And it's sent back by West. Young with the ball. Now Green defending. Livingston kicks to Thompson. West a screen on Paul. Back to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Over Gordon. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 20 points for Klay Thompson. Outside, Green. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mba'amute. Paul with the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And this is where Livingston makes his money. Tremendous mid-range game.
Paul kicks it to Tucker. Screen by Ba'amute. Green. That shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Young with the ball. Now Green defending. And Young kicks to Livingston. He feeds it to Thompson. Over Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. To the left side wing. Paul outside. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Houston. Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And here's Livingston. The dish to Thompson. Picked by West. Thompson passes to West. Over Mba'amute. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
Timeout called the Rockets. And one thing that everyone was concerned about with the Warriors was that they had lost too much on defense when they signed Durant. Ended up not being the case at all.
Not at all. It took them a few weeks to gel, but they went right back to being a top defensive team. And when you look at Durant, his play. He was one of the best two-way players in the league that past season, and it still has the defense that could win them games, even if their offense is struggling.
Over to the wing, from past the arc. Shot's good from Mbah-a-Moute.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Down low. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Feeds it to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Looney. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, you knew that the Rockets were going to be an offensive juggernaut with their roster and Mike D'Antoni at the helm, but seeing it in action is still jaw-dropping at times. I mean, you're amazed. They can put up a lot of points in a hurry.
Yeah, and the team plays at an incredibly high pace, which accounts for some of their big numbers. But they do a good job of finding smart shots and making the most of their possessions. This team can truly be scary when they're clicking.
And the first one at the line is good. And Chris, as we know, the Warriors are expected to move over to a brand new arena in San Francisco in the upcoming years. Actually, ground broke in early 2017.
Well, it's always going to be the Bay Area's team, you know, that's for sure. You know, I've seen the renderings of the new stadium, and they look absolutely amazing. You just hope it keeps the same atmosphere and it allows the same fans to come. And you think back to some of the highest-paced and up-tempo teams in the league. This Houston group is right up there with all of them. They look to push it on you the second they get a chance.
Paul kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. Now here's Paul. Shot off the screen. And it's Gordon missing. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And with the pace the Rockets play with, Chris, it isn't just running as soon as they can. Part of the decision to have Harden as the point guard last season was to speed up their playmaking from the beginning.
Well, the Rockets have streamlined everything and cut down the total time to run their sets. That's why they get so many possessions in the game. They know the more chances they get with their offense, the better the results are for them.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good.
Well, and you hear about the Warriors having, you know, an unfair amount of talent. I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that. This roster's stacked when you look at 2 MVPs at the heart and soul of guys like Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. When you look at a sharpshooter like a Thompson, I mean, you know, of course, I mean, those guys can play. But still, 4 All-Stars on the team has happened plenty of times in the past, but I would beg to differ that is, you know, misleading, because I don't know if the 4 players were individually as good as some of the guys on this team.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
2.
Chris, other teams with 4 All-Stars that you referred to, the Pistons in the mid-2000s and even more recently the 2014 Atlanta Hawks. Still, the Warriors, 4 All-Stars, hard to match.
Yeah, and part of it is that for the Warriors, you know, the 4 for the Warriors are all NBA-level talents. I mean, we're used to seeing 2, 3 megastars on the team, but 4 legit all NBA-level players, that's rare, even from a historical perspective.
No good on that one.
And when he's healthy, Gordon is extremely effective, an incredible scorer who fills up the stat sheet.
He hits the second from the line. And as a shooting guard, Eric Gordon might be a touch undersized, but he can handle his own, has great strength and a very explosive step to keep up with his large counterparts.
Yeah, Gordon plays bigger than his size. Very efficient with his body when he angles in and go into the basket. He can step out and just space that floor, and he's quick at getting the ball up near the rim to finish for the drive.
Paul kicks to Green. And there's the pass to Gordon. Amute, a screen on West. Off the screen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. West setting the pick for Thompson. Kicks to West. Passes it to Looney. Stolen by Gordon. And it's Houston on the break. Gordon's running over Thompson. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, Gordon has such fluid shooting form. I mean, it's just incredible. He's effective off the dribble as well.
Picked by West. Now Livingston. He dishes it to West. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Paul passes to Gordon. Back to Paul. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Paul's got 19 points.
He is a dangerous outside shooter, and if you leave him open, he can bury them consistently.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You watch the way Eric Gordon releases the ball from deep, and you just have to love it. He gets it going, Chris, all in one motion, and you can see the power in his legs when he rises up.
Oh, well, Gordon, for his career, has always been a great three-point shooter. The Rockets made the most of his ability to shoot the 3 from deep with their style of play. He's right near the top of the league in three-point shots per game.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Durant comes in for David West. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Young. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Mbah a Moute. Ariza comes in for Gerald Green. And it's James Harden in for Gordon. Ariza against Iguodala. To the left wing. Screen by Capella. Here's Tucker. That shot off the mark. Great tee that time from Green. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Again, Curry missing. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Harden dishes to Paul. Lob pass to Capella. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 assists in the game. Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. Capella with a screen on Thompson. There's the feed to Capella. Iguodala with the steal. 16 feet away. Again, Golden State.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Harden kicks to Ariza. Pass to Tucker. Here's Harden on the wing. Capella with a screen on Green. Another miss by Houston. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Now here's Thompson, guarded by Tucker. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. Iguodala with a screen on Capella. 6 on the shot clock. And Green slams it in.
I love watching Green show off his ferocious athleticism. He's an amazing dunker, especially when he gets ahead of steam.
Ariza outside. He kicks it to Capella. There's a good screen in the corner. Harden from deep, and it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, what else can you do against him?
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Capella. The three from Harden. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Here is Harden. Down low. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And when the D thinks Harden is going to shoot off the screen and roll, he threads the needle with the perfect pass. What a player.
Harden against Thompson. Green, the screen. And it's Durant missing. Rocket shooting 43% for the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Iguodala with the steal. Dishes to Thompson. Green, the screen. Iguodala outside. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
I mean, you feel like Klay could hit these shots blindfolded. Such a great sense of where he is on the court at all times.
Paul against Curry. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Steph Curry.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
Pass to Durant. Shoots over Tucker. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Off the screen. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
The screen from Thompson. Durant kicks to Curry. His 3-pointers off the mark. Ariza with it. Harden outside. Back to Ariza. Screen by Capella. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. Kicks it out to Harden. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Klay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Klay. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.